Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a brave 8-year-old boy named Paul. Paul had a big heart and a strong spirit, but life had been very hard for him. His mother was very sick, and even though she tried to be brave, she passed away one cold winter night. Before she left, she held Paul's hand tightly and said, "Promise me, Paul, that you will never give up. You are strong, and you can take care of your siblings." With tears in his eyes, Paul promised his mother that he would always be there for his little brother and sister. After she passed away, Paul became their protector. He worked hard every day to take care of them, even though he was just a child himself. He woke up early in the morning to cook breakfast and help get them ready for school. "Paul, can we play today?" asked his little sister, Lily, one day. "I wish we could, but I have to finish my chores first," Paul replied, wiping his brow. Paul's days were filled with work. He didn't have time to play or to make friends. The only friend he had was Tom, a kind boy who lived nearby. Tom always shared his food and clothes with Paul. "You're my best friend, Paul," Tom would say, handing him an extra sandwich. "Thank you, Tom," Paul would smile. "You're the best." Tom's family saw how hard Paul worked and how much he cared for his siblings. Tom's father, Mr. Jenkins, often said, "Paul, you have a bright future ahead of you. You should be in school, learning, and dreaming big." But Paul shook his head. "I can't, Mr. Jenkins. I have to take care of my family. They need me." One day, after helping Tom's family with chores, Mr. Jenkins sat down with Paul. "You are doing an amazing job, but I can help you. How about you come to school with Tom? I'll make sure you have everything you need." Paul's eyes widened. "Really? But what about my siblings?" "I can help with them too," Mr. Jenkins replied warmly. "You're a smart boy, and education is important. Your mother would want you to learn." With a heavy heart, Paul thought about his mother's last words. Never give up. He looked at his siblings, who were playing in the garden, and made a decision. "Okay, I will go to school," he said, determination in his voice. The next day, Paul started school with Tom. He was nervous and shy, but Tom always stayed by his side. Paul worked hard and studied every day. He would come home after school, help with chores, and then do his homework late into the night. As the months passed, Paul's efforts paid off. He learned to read and write, and he discovered a love for drawing. Tom was always there, cheering him on. "You can do it, Paul. I believe in you." One sunny afternoon, Paul entered an art contest at school. He painted a beautiful picture of his family, a picture full of love and hope. When the day of the contest arrived, he was both excited and nervous. Tom stood by him, giving him a thumbs up. When the judges announced the winners, Paul's heart raced. "And the winner is Paul," they called out. Paul couldn't believe it. He walked up to receive his prize, tears of joy in his eyes. "This is for my mom," he whispered to himself. Mr. Jenkins beamed with pride. "You did it, Paul. You made your dreams come true." With the prize money, Paul was able to buy supplies for school and even some nice clothes for his siblings. He promised to always work hard and never give up, just like his mother had taught him. As time went on, Paul continued to excel in school. He made more friends, but Tom always remained his best friend. Together, they shared laughter and dreams. Paul would often say, "If it weren't for you, Tom, I wouldn't be here." Years later, Paul graduated from school with honors. He looked back at his journey and remembered his mother's encouragement, the kindness of Mr. Jenkins, and the support of his best friend, Tom. "I did it," Paul exclaimed, feeling proud. "And I will keep dreaming big." And so, Paul's unbreakable spirit carried him through life. He learned that even in the toughest times, with hard work, love, and friendship, anything is possible.